Good evening, YouTube. How's your joy and ecstasy this evening? Are you finding yourself full of energy and happy and on top of the world, or are you in a depressed mood? How is everything with you out there in the YouTube audience? I'm sharing thoughts of energy with you tonight. I would like to see everyone who here's this video to become full of all the energy that they need to do all the wonderful things that they want to do in their life. I would like to see them develop unlimited creative power. All of you want to do, there's things you want to do. I know all of you want to, you either want to write songs or you want to, or you want to write books or you want to do paintings or you would like to create something, a business, or you would like to have even in acting or something like that, or doing some kind of the work to help other people. Maybe you're the medical field, or maybe you want to be a teacher, or whatever it is that you would like to do, that you want to use your creative energy for. I would like to see you have all the creative energy that you could use to do that with. And maybe maybe what you want the creative energy for is that you feel like you're in lack now and you want to have more abundance in your life. You just like to have a lot more abundance and a lot more wealth, and you're saying, well, I don't care how it's created, I just want more wealth and abundance in my life. Well, we have the energy to do that. And so we can have an energy that will actually move mountains. The Mark 11:23 says, "Ask anything, believing, and if you say unto this mountain, be thou removed and cast into the sea," it has to obey you, and you will have whatever you saith. At the end of the verse, they're saying, "And he will have whatever he saith." We will have whatever we can say with total awareness. What that means by whatever he saith means whatever he can become aware of and say and embody the total awareness of. And so, would you like to have mountain moving awareness? Uh, Actually, it's available. Actually, within us now, the mountain moving awareness, the awareness to produce healing power, the awareness to produce abundance. It's all within us now. It's all right here within us now. Actually, the word awareness is a word that can cover all kinds of different things. It's actually equal to all kinds of. Did you ever stop and think about the fact that enough awareness equals love, enough awareness equals creative power, enough awareness even uh, is the same as the word grace. Enough awareness is really of the spirit, can be equal even to the spirit, because the spirit is here now. The spirit is here right as much as the spirit will ever be with us. Christ is with us as much as Christ will ever be with us. God is with us as much as God will ever be with us. Holy Spirit, the Father, Jesus, all of those, all of the angels, all those that have gone before us are here with us as much as they will ever be with us. Uh, and so to be aware of their presence and is to have them with us in a sense, because they are here, but we're not aware of them. And so when we become aware of them, then they become much more powerful in our thoughts and in our reality. And so we can actually say awareness is the same as the spirit. The Galatians 5:22 says the fruit of the spirit is love, joy, peace, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Against such there is no law. All of those things are the fruit of the spirit. But where is the spirit? The spirit is with us now, but we're not aware of it. And so to become aware, to lift your awareness properly, is to have love, joy, peace, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. And Ephesians 2:8 says, by grace are you saved through faith, that not of yourselves, it is a gift of God, not of works, as any man should boast, for we are his workmanship, created in Christ Jesus unto good works, which he hath before ordained that we should walk in them. All of those things are awareness, because Grace is as much as it's ever going to be. The grace of God is existent. It exists now as much as the grace of God will ever exist. The grace of God is infinite, and the grace of God is eternal. The grace of God is the same yesterday, today, and forever. The grace of God is from beginning to end. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. Jesus is the same yesterday and today and forever. Hebrews 13:8. And so the grace of God is ever present here, and is ever infinite, and is ever eternal, and is ever with us. And so to be aware of that grace is to have that grace. To be aware of the Spirit is to have the Spirit. And when we become aware of the Spirit, we'll have the Spirit. When we become aware of grace, we'll have the grace. Have grace. Health, the same thing about health. Health is eternal. Health is immortal. There's every bit of the health which you'll ever need or ever be able to receive is here right now. Every bit of the health that'll ever be discovered, every bit of the healing power that'll ever be utilized in the future is present right now. There's not any healing power that's going to be discovered in the future that's not present right now. It's all present right now. There's not any creative power that's going to be present in the future that's not present right now. It is all present right now. And so to get a mountain, to have mountain moving awareness is to have all these things in our life. Unlimited ability and creative power. To become aware that we have unlimited ability is to have unlimited ability. To become aware that we have unlimited creative power is to be able to create whatever we want to create. We are, it's often said, we are powerful creators. That's been stated by all kinds of, any number of people that we read about and hear about and see on YouTube and all. We are powerful creators. There's a whole channel like that. We are powerful creators. And we are. And to become aware of that is to be able to create. Become aware that we have mountain moving power is to be able to have mountain moving power. To become aware of our oneness with infinite mind. So awareness is a word that covers everything. To be aware then of infinite mind is to have be able to utilize infinite mind to do the things that we need to do. To be how the being doing how empower the mind. Being aware of abundance is to have abundance. You say, well, I'd like to have abundance, but are you really aware of how abundant God is? Are you really aware that all abundance exists right now, and all abundance is right there with you now? But you just need to raise your awareness to it. No, because otherwise you would have the abundance, and so the abundance is there with you, but you have to raise your awareness to see the abundance is there, and to be aware of that we coexist with God, that we coexist with infinite mind, that we coexist with infinite energy, that we coexist with infinite healing power, and that God is omnipresent, omniscient, omnipotent, and we're one with all of that. Then that brings all of that to bear upon our situation. All of that all presence of power and full power and full infinite energy and strength and power and healing and all comes to bear upon our situation as we become aware that that we are one with it, that we're not separated from it. It's a great illusion that we are here separate. We're here and just totally cut off, and we have no connection to the universe. We have no connection to infinite power. We have no connection to God. We have no connection to infinite mind. That we're just totally without any of His love or His strength or His joy. That's delusion. That's a falsehood, and we have to dismiss that and begin to claim our heritage of being one with all of this power and this strength and this abundance in order to have that. And so we had 8 things there. We have awareness equals the Spirit. Awareness equals love. Awareness equals grace. Awareness equals immortality. Awareness equals health. Awareness equals unlimited power and ability and creative energy. Awareness equals oneness with a infinite mind. Awareness equals coexistence with God. Awareness brings us into coexistence with God because we become aware of it. What good does it do, though? I mean, we are coexistent with God, but what good is that going to do as far as bringing abundance and happiness and joy and the ability to not ever have a down period? What good is it going to do to bring those things into your life if you're unaware that you are coexistent with those things? That you're going to go ahead with your down periods, and your down periods is going to interfere with your abundance, and you're going to go ahead with your fear and your superstition, and that's going to interfere with abundance. And you'll go ahead with every kind of anxiety and worry, and that'll interfere with your health. And so, to become aware that you don't have to do those things, and that you're one with all health and all energy and all power, is to lift yourself out of it. You can't lift yourself out of something that you're unaware. If you're in a deep hole and you're not aware that there's a ground above and that you can actually get out, or you're not aware that there's a ladder going up and out of it, then you're just going to stay in the deep hole. But if somebody comes along and says, "Oh, hey, there's a ladder over there," you can get out of that hole. All of a sudden, you become aware that you can get out, and you start climbing out, and you're out and you're on the ground. Up in the ground with the fresh air and the breezes and the benefit of all of that. And so that's the same way it is with abundance, with energy, and with every bit of the rest of it. Somebody comes along, tells us that we can get out of it, and that we can have all energy and all power and all strength and all health, and we're either going to say, "Well, I don't believe that," or you're going to say, "Yeah, I'm going to become aware of that. Now that you told me, I'm going to become aware of that, and I'm going to utilize that to get myself up on that ground level." And so that's how awareness becomes grace in our life, and awareness becomes love in our life. Because in order to have more love in your life, you have to become aware that God is infinite love, and infinite love exists right with you, regardless of what anybody else tends to think about love, or where they appear to love you or they don't appear to love you. You are infinitely loved by God, and so you become aware of it, and then you begin to love yourself more, and then you're more capable of giving love, and so you're going to have more love in your life. It just works that way. So to become aware of love is to have love. To become aware of peace and happiness is to have more peace and happiness, and so. And grace and all of it is going to come with your awareness level. And so awareness becomes everything to us. And so would you like to have mountain moving awareness? Then realize that mountain moving awareness is infinite and all present and omnipotent. And you're one with it now. That's the reason why Jesus said that he will have whatever he saith. Even if he saith this mountain be removed and be cast into the sea, he'll have what he saith, because the meaning of that in that time of saying it was that you totally believe it. You don't say what you don't totally believe in. And so to totally believe in it is to become totally aware of it. You become totally aware that you have the power to move mountains in your life. You become totally aware that you have the power to bring prosperity and abundance into your life. And so you no longer remain in doubt that is a fact. And so all those fears and superstitions and illusions, they just fall by the wayside. And somebody comes along and says, "Well, aren't you afraid of trying this particular thing? Aren't you afraid that you won't be able to speak, or you won't be able to sing, or you won't be able to create, you won't be able to paint, you won't be able to write your book? Aren't you afraid of that?" You say, what fear? There's no fear. There's no fear. There's only infinite creative power. And that's where and so you'll say, "Well, there's only infinite creative power. So of course I can write my book. Of course I can sing my songs. I can write my songs and music and all that, because I have their infinite power." And that's the difference between the people that write the books and do the songs and the ones that don't. And so, if you want to, whatever you're wanting to do in your life, if you want your dream home, quit thinking superstition like other people deserve a nice home, but I don't. That's superstition. Okay, well, I'll have to say goodbye and talk to you on the next video. The energy is just overwhelming, and I hope it'll be with you too. Have a good evening, and we'll talk to you on the next video.